Hey YouTube, Honest Misplay here, and I want to make a video on the card Book of Moon and its importance in the current game. Book of Moon is at 1 right now, and I believe that it's at 1 for a reason. And there's several reasons why this card will probably never see more than 1 at play. A lot of people consider Book of Moon to be a staple in most decks. I consider it to be a staple in most decks, and I'm going to go ahead and explain some of the reasons why. First of all, I'm going to read the card text. Select one face-up monster in the field and flip it into face-down defense position. Book of Moon has the versatility of being a quick play, so it's very chainable. Okay, so down here, I'm going to have a couple of interesting cards that Book of Moon will help you against, and why Book of Moon can be one of the ultimate outs as far as resource cards in the current metagame. First off, Book of Moon can force cards such as Logia and the legendary 6 Samurai Shin to force their negation. Basically, the way that this theory works is that if you're going to Book of Moon the Logia, it will be face down, thus not being able to activate its effect anyway. So most people, if they had, let's say, the opposing player had the face-up Logia, and you would go Book of Moon, depending on if they already had a judgment of or any other form of negation, more than likely 95% of the time, or even higher than that, the player will negate the effect of Book of Moon with their Logia, thus clearing out that problem out of the way. So Book of Moon in that sense can be very versatile as far as forcing people to activate things, maybe even if they didn't want to. An example could be you could Book of Moon, you'd force a negation, then you could Darkhold to clear the field, or make plays for your new summons, and so forth. Another old school thing that Book of Moon was good with was flip effects. For example, Raikou. Raikou's flip effect is when it's flipped up, destroy one card on the field and mill the top 3 cards of your deck. Sometimes that these situations can be very unlikely, and depending on the scenario. But let's say you flipped up your Raikou, popped a card, you can now play your Book of Moon, setting it face down, recycling that effect, being able to pop one more additional card, theoretically. So basically that's one more reason that Book of Moon can be a pretty good card to use. Several other reasons. Problematic cards. This goes kind of towards the effect of Evilzar Logia. Thunder King Ryo reads that when it's face up on the field, that your opponent cannot activate cards that would add cards from their deck to their hand. Also, this card can tribute itself to negate the inherent special summon of a monster. Basically, if Thunder King Ryo is on the field, it can be problematic for some decks, so you can go ahead and Book of Moon that face down. Its effects are no longer being applied because it's no longer face up on the board. So basically, now you can run over it with your Neos Alias, or you can run it over with whatever, and not have to go for the 1-for-1, or you can just clear it out and get the monster out of the way and set up for more combos. So getting problematic cards such as Thunder King Ryo and Archlord Christia face down to be able to no longer have their effects in play is one reason that Book of Moon can be a pretty good card. Another old school combo that Book of Moon used to be really famous for back in the day, and it's still pretty famous now that Exceeds are out. For example, let's say your player has Thunder King and they summoned a tuner. With this scenario, they would have the ability to go into a level 7, for example, a Black Rose or something, Ancient Fairy Dragon. Upon the summon of the Birdman, you can now choose to chain during your turn, or your opponent's turn, the Book of Moon, and flip the Birdman face down, and your opponent cannot synchro with these monsters because the game state just does not allow that to happen. So in order to synchro and exceed, your opponent would have to go ahead and have both these monsters face up. But since Book of Moon flipped it face down, you can no longer apply the synchro summon. I'm going to look through my deck real fast and show you another thing. This is very unlikely that this would happen, but it also is likely. For example, Super Polymerization. You can fuse your face down monsters to take away their and still fuse with their monsters. Their monsters on their side of the field is basically what I'm saying, would have to be face up, but fusion mechanics allow the monsters on your side of the field to be face down, because you will know what type and attribute and so forth they will be, but it could not work on your opponent's turn, or on your opponent's side of the field, because even if you did know, even if you book a moon to their monster, game mechanics would like it to know that you do not know what the face down monster is. So there's just a few examples of why I believe that Book of Moon is a staple and is a very good card for this meta, and why it should be played in almost every deck. Thanks for watching this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'd like to inform you on some more videos. But until next time, later.